This is Japan in September. Did I scare you? But don't worry, this video will save you. Today, I'm gonna talk about what you really need to know before visiting Japan in September. Hi, I'm Yuko from Howzit, Japan. We've guided over 1,000 travelers from all over the world. So think of me as a local friend. Okay, let's get started! First, let's talk about the weather in September. It can be very different, depends on the area. In Tokyo, the average high is around 27 degrees Celsius and the low is around 20 degrees. It doesn't sound horrible, but in early September, Tokyo can still feel like summer. So basically, short sleeves are fine. But if you go out at night or if you visit later in September, you might want to bring a light jacket or a cardigan. I've lived around Tokyo for many years. And honestly, Tokyo in September has been really hot past few years. So even though it's September, it still feels like summer. Kyoto is a little hotter than Tokyo. The average high is around 29 degrees Celsius and low is around 20 degrees. And Kyoto is very humid, so it can feel even hotter than the number says. During the day, short sleeves are totally fine, but mornings and evenings can feel a little cooler, so a light jacket is useful. Hokkaido is very different. In September, it already feels like autumn. The average high is around 22 degrees Celsius and the low is around 13 degrees. During the day, short sleeves or light long sleeve shirts may be good, but mornings, evenings, and late September can be chilly, so I recommend bring a light jacket or cardigan. In Okinawa, the average high is around 30 degrees Celsius. The low is around 25 degrees, so it still feels like midsummer. If you go to Okinawa, you want to bring t-shirts, shorts, and heat protection. But there's one more thing you should never forget. It's a typhoon season. I'll talk more about it later, so stay tuned. Next, let's talk about what to bring in September. Even though it's September, it can still feel like a summer. And it's also typhoon seasons. So if you pack wrong, your trip can become nightmare. So listen carefully. First, clothes. Just like summer, bring breathable T-shirts, shorts, and comfortable shoes like sneakers. Just in case, bring a light jacket or cardigans for chilly nights and mornings, and strong air conditioning. And Japan is very humid, so you will sweat a lot. So many locals wear inner shirts called AIRism from UNIQLO. If you arrived in Japan and feel sticky and sweaty, I really recommend it. It's less than 1,000 yen. That's about $10. Also, you will probably walk a lot in Japan. So make sure to bring comfortable shoes like sneakers. For rain, bring a folding umbrella and rain jacket. For normal rainy days, a folding umbrella works perfectly, but during typhoon, a rain jacket is much safer and easier. A small hand towel is also a must. You will use it to wipe your sweat or your hand after using a washroom. For the heat protection, you can buy many items after you arrived in Japan. At Don Quixote, Muji, or many other stores, you can easily find portable fans and cooling sheets. Cooling sheets are seriously a must. I personally bring it everywhere. And as I said earlier, you can also buy functional innerwear here. A waterproof pouch is also helpful. It can protect your phone and passport from rain. Extra socks are useful in case your socks get wet. And the plastic bag is great for putting wet items inside. I'll put a packing list in the description below, so make sure to check it. We also already made a full video about how to deal with the heat in Japan, so please check it too. Next, let's talk about the things you need to know about September in Japan. First, Silver Week. In Japan, there is a long holiday in September called Silver Week. In 2026, it starts from September 19 to 23. During this time, many locals travel as well. So theme parks like Disney and popular destinations like Nikko and Hakone can get very crowded. Hotels and airline ticket prices can go 1.5 to 2 times more expensive than usual. Shinkansen prices usually don't change, but it can get super crowded. The first Nozomi trains will become all reserved seats during the holidays. So get your ticket as soon as possible. If you are booking Shinkansen tickets, I'll put a click link in the description below. Also, if you're planning to travel by car, highways can be very crowded too. September 19 and 20 and 22 and 23 are expected to be super busy. So give yourself a lot of extra time. If your schedule is flexible, I recommend shifting your whole trip by 1 week or avoiding visiting popular spots on holidays. Next, typhoons. September is a typhoon season, but don't panic. They don't happen every day, and they don't always hit the entire country. But if a typhoon comes during your trip, it can seriously affect your trip. First, let me talk about weather warnings. There are a few types in Japan. There are advisory, warning, and emergency warning. Especially when you see a warning and emergency warning, it can be seriously dangerous. In that case, don't force yourself to go sightseeing or travel. Stay at your hotel and never go near rivers, the ocean, or mountains. It's super dangerous. Now, let's break it down by areas. Tokyo usually does not get huge damage from typhoon compared to some other areas, but transportation can be affected. One important thing to know is planned train suspension. When a typhoon is coming, JR and private railways may announce in advance that they will stop running trains during typhoon. This means you will be stuck. So, if a typhoon coming, always check information for public transportations and sightseeing spots. In Kyoto, you need to be careful about transportation problem as well. But you also have to be careful about rising rivers because of heavy rain. Actually, a few months ago, the Kamo River, one of Kyoto's famous rivers, rose a lot because of typhoon. At one point, a flood warning was announced. If the same thing happens during your trip, make sure to stay away from the river. Next is Okinawa. Okinawa is more likely to be affected by typhoon in September. When a typhoon approaches, flights may be cancelled. In some cases, you may be completely stuck for a few days. You might even experience water and power outages. So, it's good to have a mobile battery and extra water. If you're planning to visit Okinawa in September, leave extra room in your schedule and check the weather forecast and the flight information often. On the other hand, because of it, people avoid visiting Okinawa in September. So, if the weather is good, it can actually be an amazing season to visit. Lastly, Hokkaido. Typhoons are less likely to hit, but heavy rain can still happen. If you're planning to visit mountains or nature areas, be careful of landslides, road closures, and train cancellations. The most important things during a typhoon is do not force yourself to go out. Safety comes first. Check the weather forecast, transportation updates, and information from your hotel. It's also a good idea to check your travel insurance and cancellation policies in advance. At this point, September might sound a little bit difficult, but it also has so many fun things to enjoy. First, fruit picking. September is a great season for fruits. Grapes, shine muscat, pears, and apples are all delicious around this time. There are farms in Tokyo too, but I recommend going a little outside the city. Places like Yamanashi, Nagano, and Chiba are about 1 to 2 hours from Tokyo. Especially Yamanashi, the grapes and shine muscat there are the next level. Next, autumn food. In Japan, in autumn, restaurant and convenience store starts the dishes, which use the seasonal foods: sweet potato, chestnut, pumpkins, mushrooms, and Pacific sorry. They are really good. I really like sweet potato and the chestnuts. So, during this season, it's super easy for me to overeat. And if you come to Japan in September, also check out the Tsukimi series, which is the symbols of autumn for us. Tsukimi means moon viewing. Many limited time foods are made to look like the moon, like tsukimi burgers, tsukimi beef balls, and tsukimi pizza. Most of these dishes have an egg on top. It represents the moon. They look good. They taste good. And personally, I look forward to them every year. Also, local autumn festivals take place across Japan. Traditionally, autumn festivals were held to give thanks for the harvest. In Tokyo, the Nizushirain's Grand Festival is famous. It will be held on September 26 and 27. In Osaka, the Kishiwada Danjiri Festival is famous. It will be held on September 19 and 20 around Kishiwada Station. Kishiwada is about 45 minutes by train from Osaka Station. If the dates works for you, check them out. And if planning your September trip to Japan feels overwhelming, please check out our private tours. Our tours are completely private, so we can build a flexible plan based on your interest. If you're worried about the typhoons, crowds, or anything, we can support you even before your trip starts. Let's make your Japan tour exciting and unforgettable together. Finally, let me share some sample routes for September. For Tokyo, I recommend starting early in Asakusa, visiting Sensoji Temple in the cooler morning and enjoy some snacks around Nakamise Street. Then head to Ningyocho and enjoy an old-school Tokyo atmosphere and lunch. In the afternoon, head to Meiji Shrine. Then finish your day in Shibuya. For Kansai, start early with Fushimi Inari or walk around the Higashiyama area. Then have an authentic Japanese lunch around Gion. Then head to Osaka in the afternoon. And at night, finish around the Dotonbori. For lunch, try looking for seasonal dishes like Pacific Sari or chestnut rice. For cafe break, look for shine muscat sweets. And of course, don't forget the Tsukimi series. That's it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. No, I'll see you in Japan. Bye. Howzit?